Jake here again with Jiggy's Health Class, and we're going to talk about how to overcome Lyme disease, chronic Lyme disease, and all the great things that come from having a major disease. So, number one, I would have to say, it's got to be you got to overcome your negative self-talk. From 0 to 7 years age, we are programmed just to be negative and down ourselves and beat ourselves down. So if you don't work on the self-talk and work on positivity, then all your work is going to be undone by your own thinking. I've been working on that lately in the last month especially, and I've turned the corner. I mean, there's a few things like, I got my root canal taken out. That was feeding the autoimmunity issue. I'm eating really clean, cutting out things like plastic, exercising every day, sometimes twice a day, doing interval training. Got away from toxic people, have a regular work schedule. That's a little challenging, but that's good. People with Lyme or any autoimmune condition do better on a schedule. I found my happy place. You come to the beach every day and exercise. I've made exercise fun. And of course, going to the gym, doing all the other things. We'll go into them more in depth later, but right now, the sun is getting close to setting, so it's kind of in my eyes, but I want to work on a health class that I never got in school. My family barely ever talked about health. I mean, we knew hydrogenated oils were bad for us, but we didn't put it into practice. We didn't think it was that important. But oh, how important. That's the other one. Eating good, unadulterated fats is key. It's key to giving you the right building blocks for your body. They did a study. This one doctor, female doctor, Dr. Mercola, interviewed her, and she said cellulite comes from vegetable oils. So you got to get those out of your diet. They're terrible. And then with all the chemicals, negativity, news, unclean living, I call it, then you have clouded thinking. And then driving, you're always in a fight or flight response, and that's not good for your health. As we know, it spikes the cortisol levels in your body, shoots holes in your immune system. In other words, it breaks down your immune system, shuts it down for a little while, because you're like, I gotta survive. That's not a great way to live. I lived that way for a long time. And then you don't think clearly, and you can't think your way out of it. It's like a brain surgeon trying to operate on his own brain. You need coaches, you need help. And I'm so glad for all the coaches and the mentoring that I got. I felt like if I didn't give back to people what I know, it'd just be selfish, and it wouldn't be forward moving, it wouldn't be forward thinking. So here I am. I'd love to hear comments and questions, because we're going to go into a lot of different topics, because it takes a host of things in order to overcome autoimmune problems. It's not just one thing, and you can do it because it's all things we should be doing anyway every day. And if you do them one at a time, you got to find out what your weakest things are and your best things are. You start out with your strengths. Like for me, I always knew that I loved to go to the ocean and to work out, and I find a way to love that, own it. And eat clean, that took a while. That's a whole course right there. And then the thinking, of course, getting good sleep, getting to bed earlier, and then getting up earlier and working out. That's key. I feel every day is better when I go to bed early, get up early, work out, go to work. It's just, I knew I should do that all along, but this negative talk kept me from doing it. Oh, you're not good enough, you're gonna quit, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be having fun, you shouldn't enjoy yourself, all these negative self-talk, and then you have to mock it. That's a whole nother class. You have to recognize it, because the negative self-talk is a wimp. And as soon as you recognize it and call it out, it runs away like a little baby. So just being aware of it, that's huge. So I can't wait to get more in depth, get over my own fears of vlogging and being vulnerable with people. And then I'm going to be pushed to do better and more as well. So for all my Lyme people, I salute you. It's a bitter, horrible disease to have to deal with, but I'm glad I went through it. There's a huge bright light at the end of the tunnel, like the sunshine today. Look, that's why I couldn't film the other way, because it's just so bright. The sun is just at that angle, so you have to film this way and still kind of. But there's bright light at the end of the tunnel. You can do it. There's so many resources now. There's doctors from all over the world collaborating to help you overcome this Lyme disease. And I and many others are working to educate doctors what it's like for us, that it's real, and that you can overcome it. But I feel like most people, they're looking for the shortcut, the quick fix. That's the body mind talking. That's this thing right here, trying to talk to the gut. Your gut mind is trying to tell you what to do instead of you telling your body what you should be doing. So it's like the horse leading around the rider instead of the other way around. Or it's like it's like a man on top of an elephant. Any person on top of an elephant, he'll kind of listen, right? But he's kind of clumsy and slow. And that's the way it is up here. We're trying to control this big clumsy body, the Labrador mind, the monkey mind they call it, but I call it the gut body mind, because it wants to tell you what to do. And then guess what? Here's a little secret. You're not in control. Every person I know likes to be in control of their life, right? If we were raised in an environment where everything was out of control, everything was like, chaos. No good, no bueno, right? So, but we long for orderliness and control, even if you were raised in a crazy, maybe difficult environment, you didn't have enough resources, toxicity, alcoholism, like in my family's case, some abuse in there, then you think it's normal if you get into a relationship where that's the norm, but it's not. You really want to be in control. You want what you think to transform into this body, so you have a rockin' body, so that you have a great life. But you don't know how to do it. It's hard. It took me decades to get there, and I want to help you guys to do it, because I've been helped so much by my mentors that I just have to give back. And of course I'm doing it for my mom. I want her to get better, my little brother to get better, because they were involved in similar circumstances, my whole family, to me. And I want an extended family, extended kids, to be a part of my health class, because I did homeschool. I would love for this to be part of your homeschool curriculum, so that you can nip these problems in the bud and not grow your own disease. We're going to talk about more in depth about epigenetics and how epi means above the genetics. Dr. Bruce Lipton, he had to quit his job because he was teaching that it's all genetics. That's where we get all our problems, and then there's no responsibility. No, I gotta go to the doctor. I get this magic pill that's gonna cure me, and I have no responsibility. That's out of control. You want control, right? As I do, of my own life and my own body. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And it's a bit of a rabbit hole. You got to know it's not easy, But it is simple. And the real cures are simple, but it takes some more work on your own part. And I love it now, though. I love working hard, seeing results from my hard work, because there's nothing better than that. You can be, once you get over 75 grand a year, or they did this special energy study, once you go over a certain amount of energy being expended on yourself, money, you're not happy because you're getting bogged down with excess. So I live a simple life, and that allowed me to overcome my autoimmune issues. Got rid of the toxicity. So I can't wait to be more structured, have more videos, so that I can connect with you all and give back and help for you to be happy, healthy people, to be clean, to live a clean life. Because that, again, was a big key to my overcoming the Lyme disease. So may you be happy mentally, morally, physically, and spiritually. Good health to you.